Maliki Poison of the Past made a strong impression during Steam Next Fest. The demo gave a solid look at its turn-based combat, light farming systems, and sci-fi meets slice-of-life story. It only offered one dungeon, but that was enough to show what kind of game this is. It gave just enough story to keep things interesting, without spoiling anything major. If you're into turn-based RPGs, the demo made a clear case for why Maliki deserves attention. Maliki mixes different tones. You've got some light horror, some heartfelt slice-of-life moments, and bits of farming and puzzle solving. The setup has you join a group in a shelter called The Domain, led by the mysterious Maliki. Everyone's there for a reason, though most don't know the full truth. Maliki hides her past and her face while talking about an evil force called Poison, but her version of events doesn't always add up, and as you go back through her life using time travel, things start to piece together. The time-jumping story works well. You meet different versions of Maliki across her life and see how loss and trauma shape her. The tone shifts with each era too, brighter when she's young, colder and more industrial later. The story hits hard in spots, especially when Poison causes real damage in her life. Combat sticks to the basics, turn-based attacks with strengths and weaknesses, but adds some good depth. Figuring out what works against certain enemies feels satisfying, but the game doesn't help you track enemy weaknesses or key strategies, so it can get repetitive or messy if you're not keeping notes. Healing items are limited, and cooking takes time, so battles often involve trial and error. Boss fights especially demand planning and learning from losses. Puzzle solving shows up more than you'd expect. Each character has a specific ability, like moving objects with magnetism or smashing through walls. Using the right one at the right time gets you rewards or paths forward. It's smart design, though the game doesn't explain much, so you'll do a lot of experimenting. Exploration is the weakest part. Objectives are vague, there's no mini-map, and the in-game notebook is nearly useless. Some areas look open but aren't. You're left to guess where to go next. It's not hard to get stuck, especially when healing is limited and enemies can respawn or ambush you. There's some fast travel, but the lack of direction hurts the pacing. The game looks great. The diorama-style visuals give each era a clear feel, and the color work supports the tone shifts in the story. But it can be hard to tell where you can move, which makes some parts of the game frustrating. The audio is strong too. The music fits the scenes, fast in fights, slower in emotional moments. There's no voice acting, but the characters still feel distinct thanks to the writing and body language. Maliki Poison of the Past is a strong turn-based RPG with some rough edges. The story, characters, and combat are the highlights. Exploration and objective tracking are the main weaknesses and may frustrate some players. Still, the art style and soundtrack help sell the experience, and the way the story jumps through time is handled well. If you're into turn-based RPGs or narrative-heavy games, it's worth your time. Just expect to wrestle with some clunky parts along the way. For more, check out our reviews of the 100-line Last Defense Academy or Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Thanks for watching.